Hello students, welcome to Heat Power Engineering class. First, we will review the previous class, what we had done. We studied about universal gas constant in our last class, and the universal gas constant is nothing but product of gas constant and molecular mass of the gas, and it is represented by R of U is equal to M into R, where capital M stands for molecular mass of the gas and capital R stands for gas constant. And the value of R is R of U is, that is universal constant, is same for all the gases. And in SI units, R of U is taken as 8.314 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. This is what we learned in our last class. In this class, we will learn about derivation of for an expression showing the relationship between two specific heats. That is, specific heat at constant volume and specific heat at constant pressure and gas constant. Derivation for an expression showing the relationship between the two specific heats. Relationship between R, that is gas constant, C of P, that is specific heat at constant pressure, C of V, specific heat at constant volume. Let the gas be heated at constant pressure, P. So P is constant. From volume 1 and absolute temperature T1 to volume V2 and absolute temperature T2. The initially what we start, the gas, initial volume is taken as V1 and initial temperature is taken as T1. After we input the gas, after the temperature is given for specific time, heat is increased, then we will take it as the final temperature T2 and final volume V2. So now we will see what M stands for. The small m is mass of the gas, T1 is initial temperature of the gas, T2 is final temperature of the gas, V1 is initial volume of the gas, and V2 is final volume of the gas. C of P is specific heat at constant pressure, C of V is specific heat at constant volume, P is equal to constant pressure, and R is gas constant as we know it. We know that heat supplied to the gas at constant pressure. At constant pressure, we are supplying the heat to the system. Q1 to 2, that means heat supply from initial stage 1 to final stage 2 is equal to M of Cp into T2 minus T1. As already discussed, some part of the heat is utilized in doing external work and the remaining heat stays within the gas. So whatever the heat we input to the system, some part is used for doing the work. The remaining part is stored as internal energy. So we will see how much energy is used for work and how much energy is used for internal energy. Heat utilized for external work, that is W1 to 2 is equal to P into V2 minus V1. We keep it as equation number 1, 2. Increase in internal energy, that D of U is equal to M into Cv into T2 minus T1, that we take it as equation number 3. If we add 2 and 3, we will get 1. That is the amount of heat supplied to the system. That whatever the heat supplied to the system has become work and internal energy. That is Q1 to 2 is equal to W1 to 2 and internal energy. That is equation number 4. Substituting 1, 2, 3 in 4. See, that is 1, equation number 1, equation number 2, equation number 3. So, what is Q1 to 2? That is M of Cp T2 minus T1. It is in left hand side. In right hand side, it is W1 to 2 and D of U. That is W is P of P into V2 minus V1. P into V2 minus V1 in the right hand side plus du. That is what is du? Du is m into C of V T2 minus T1. Here it is. That is equation number 5. Using characteristic gas equation. The characteristic gas equation, as we all know it, P into V. PV is equal to MRT. For initial stage, for initial condition, P is constant. P is constant. P V1 is equal to M or T1. And for final condition, P V2 is equal to M into RT2. We are subtracting 7 from 6 from 7. We are subtracting 6 from 7. Here it is. That is LHS PV2 minus PV1. In RHS MRT2 is minus M into RT1. After simplification, we get like this. M and R, it is common. MR T2 minus T1. This is equation number 8. Equation number 8. Substituting this equation 8 in equation 5. Here it is. M of Cp T2 minus T1 is equal to P into V2 minus V1 plus M into Cv T2 minus T1. This is the equation number 5. In that equation, if we substitute P into V2 minus V1 is equal to M into R into T2 minus T1, we are substituting here in this place. We are substituting in this place. Then we will get M of Cp into T2 minus T1 is equal to M into R T2 minus T1 plus M into Cv into T2 minus T1. What here in this here M and T2 minus T1, it is common here and also here. We take this as common factor. What remains here? It remains R. In this here it remains R, and here it is Cv. So from LHS and RHS, because this is common, M into T2 minus T1 is common, we will cancel this. What is remaining? It remaining is C of P is equal to R plus Cv. If you simplify, we will get R is equal to, R remains here, C, if it goes thus side, it becomes minus Cv. So you have written LHS and RHS, you are just reversed it. So R is equal to C minus V. So this is the equation what we have found out. Multiple choice questions. We will go to multiple choice question. The characteristic gas equation of a gas is, there are 4 options they are given. PV is equal to constant, PV is equal to MR, PV is equal to M into R into T, PV is equal to M into T. The correct answer is characteristic gas equation. PV is equal to M into R into T. Another question. The ratio of specific heat at constant pressure and specific heat at constant volume is, what is the ratio? That is Cp by Cv. Cp divided by Cv. Is it equal to 1 or less than 1 or more than 1 or none of this? The correct answer is, it is more than 1. Another question. The value of universal gas constant. The value of universal gas constant, is it 8.314 joules per kg Kelvin? Second choice is 83.14 joules per kg Kelvin. Third choice is 831.4 joules per kg Kelvin. And the fourth choice is 8314 joules per kg Kelvin. The correct answer is 8314 joules per kg Kelvin. If it is in kilojoules, it will be 8.314. It becomes 8.314. So, thank you.